What's up, Jeahbaes? It's Vicky J. Welcome back to my channel. We're doing this live thing once again this week. Can you believe it? I like to use every opportunity I can to come in and hang with y'all. So today we're going to be talking about my foundation collection. If that sounds good to you, stick around. Don't forget to give me a like on your way in because I'm sure you're going to like the content. If you'd like to reserve your judgment till the end, that is fine as well. Red subscriber button, that's there so that you can become a Jeahbae. Go ahead and click it. It will turn from red to gray, and that makes you a Jeahbae. And Jeahbaes are the best baes in YouTube because they're my baes who tune in whenever I upload to chit chat and all that about luxury beauty. I have an abundance of foundation. I want to say I have like at least 60. I don't know. I'm looking around. I'm like, ooh, this is going to take a while. So let's just jump right in. I'm going to say what's up to y'all coming in. I got Maya, I got Girly Girl, I got Sunsaray, I got Elania. Hey, from IG to YouTube. Very happy to see that. Thank you very, very much. I'm just going to grab my, hi Lydia, I'm going to grab my fan. Fan, child. Whew. There we go. Oh, good. Cool. So some of y'all are coming over from IG. See, I changed and got some jewelry on and stuff. Got myself all styled up and got some lashes on. Thank you. I am actually, let me go ahead and stand up and show you what I got on. Because like I said, y'all, usually it's a dress. That's usually what I got on because it's just the easiest thing to do. So it's a little like button-down sweater dress, cardigan thing, you know. And then underneath I have on a bodysuit from Eloquent. That is it. And this is a really lightweight sweater. Thank you. Thank you, Shayna. Hello, Monique. All right, I think we in this building. I left the rest of the makeup that I actually used in the live on Instagram, left it out so I can make a little list for y'all of what I'm wearing. What's up, Nikki? It's a little humid because it is about to rain. But yeah, anyway, let's get started because this is going to take a little while. And I'm just going to grab things as they are closest to me. So I'm going to start off with Gucci. Here we are. I have two of the Gucci foundations. The official name is Natural Finish Fluid Foundation from Gucci. Hey, Blue Living Beauty, Color Me Fab, Maria Davis, welcome. And I have two shades in this foundation. The one that matches me best is 420 Neutral. And the one that also works and would be better for my summer months is 450C, 450 Cool. Hey, Pauline. Just keep myself organized. Hey, Cheeriness TV. I'm going to also show you all what I'm wearing today, which is the Tom Ford Flawless Glow Foundation. This is like a serum foundation, very lightweight, but gives really beautiful coverage. The shade I'm wearing in this one is Chestnut number 10. Hey, Girly Girl. Next up is my one and only love, and that is Lemaire. The Soft Fluid Longwear Foundation Broad Spectrum SPF 20. My shade is Sienna number 63 in this foundation. And these are all really good matches for me. They all kind of share the same qualities in common. So any of you that use me as a shade reference, go ahead and jot down the ones that you want to try. Feel free to ask me questions about these foundations as well, if you've never tried them before. For Gucci, excuse me. Thank you very much. These are from Firen's Fashion. I'll link her in the description box as soon as I finish up here. She's on Instagram and on Facebook. But yeah, each of these foundations that I just mentioned all vary in finish. I think this one is more of a glowy finish. The serum foundation from Tom Ford. The Gucci foundation is a soft matte to me. And the Lemaire is more of a natural finish. Hey, Chai. Welcome, welcome. Next up, is one that's fairly new to my collection, but I really enjoy. It's the True Skin Serum Foundation from Ilia. And the best shade match for me in this foundation is Martinique. It's not a perfect match, but it's close enough. You know, I can work with it. Hello, Diva Dosh 511. Sensoray, hey, hey, hey. So for anybody who has been looking to try this one, it is very skin-like. It's beautiful. It's very pretty, and it lasts for a long time. Clean beauty brand, Ilia. And I think they have a really nice shade range. There are a couple, I think I want to say there's like 2 shades deeper than me after that one. Hi, Paula. Next up is another fave of mine, and that is Tom Ford's Traceless Soft Matte Foundation. And this is in the shade 10.5 Mocha. This is my best match in Tom Ford. I went with the 10 Chestnut because I got it from the CCO and they didn't have all the shades. But 10.5 Mocha is my ideal shade in Tom Ford. Yeah, I'm just going to keep moving these over to the side. And next up, Clé de Peau. I love this one. This is the Radiant Fluid Foundation Matte. So it is a soft matte foundation. Gives a beautiful skin-like finish. This is one Ilia is going to be expanding. Ooh, I love that. It's great. I'm really glad to see that. It's a very nice foundation. Really good for all skin types. And this Clé de Peau foundation, I'm the shade B90 in this one. This is a perfect match, by the way. So beautiful. And then I'm going to hold off on like the powder foundations until last. I have some cushions. Let's talk about cushion foundations. If you all recall, back during Black History Month, I talked about the first Black-owned cushion foundation brand coming out of South Korea. And this is Dr. Gio. Dr. Gio, my foundation match is Fumi, number 4. There are 6 shades available. And this is a really, really good match for me. This one, I'll show y'all already. But yeah, this is what it looks like on the inside. So yeah, beautiful. Hi, Linda. Oh, I did? Thank you so much. Yeah, I love complexion, man. Complexion is probably my favorite part. I love all things makeup, but yeah, I'm a big collector of like foundation, lipsticks, and blushes are like my favorites. I also have, I can't even read the back of this anymore. I bet this is number 3 though. If it's not, oh, it's number 5. Okay. So this one is number 5, which I believe is Chioma. A little bit deeper. The range is really, really good on this. And then number 6, this is Chioma. So number 5 is Bati, I believe. Yeah. So I also have the deepest one, which is Chioma. I kept the 3 deepest because I can use all 3. I love them. I use this one for like contour and depth. And I also use the deepest shade in Chantecaille for the same thing. This is Espresso. And there she is. This one's very cool tone and deep. So it works really great as a contour for me. And I do use the cushion that comes with those, by the way, because they're like patting them in is the best way to apply them. Unless you do like a flat kabuki brush or a sponge, like a beauty sponge. Excuse me. All right. Next up is like probably, is this the newest foundation? I think so. Here's the newest one in my collection. KVD Vegan Beauty Good Apple Skin Perfecting Foundation Balm in Tan 76. And this is very pretty. A little goes an extremely long way though, so use with caution. Very pretty. Very, very pretty. I love this. And then this one I've had for a while and is my most luminous, glowy foundation. It is the Glorious Skin Foundation from Dolce & Gabbana Beauty in the shade 430 Sable. Here's what the packaging looks like. I mean, beautiful jarred foundation. This is the second to deepest shade, I believe. And here's what it looks like on the inside, because it looks a little more like a little bit richer on the inside. It's a little messy. I'm not crazy about how messy the jar is. How do I like the balm? Would it be good for oily skin? I don't think it's good for oily skin. Yeah. You got to do too much for it to like accommodate you throughout the whole day. So I don't think it's good for oily skin. I think that combo is about the extent of what it works for, who it works for. I've seen people make it work with oily skin, but overall, I think that this one works better for all skin types, because it's not like Pauline is oily and she really enjoys it. I think this one is really gorgeous. I'm surprised that like the way they labeled it, that I'm tan, but this is an exact match. It's really, really good. Now I want to move into right over here. This is the Kogendo Aqua Foundation. And I will say this is the only foundation in my collection that is not an exact match. This is just a bit too warm. So I am going to be grabbing, this is the shade 302. I'm going to grab shade 303. And I'm going to see if that works by itself. And then if it does, then I'll like sell this. But it's pretty and I like it a lot. It's light coverage, light to medium-ish coverage. You need to see a dermatologist to get rid of sexual skin. Yeah, definitely talk to a dermatologist about that. But I don't know if you've tried chemical exfoliants for the texture. Maybe that'll help. Chestnut and Dolce & Gabbana. Yeah, it's very gel-like, that Dolce & Gabbana foundation. So pretty. It's so pretty. The packaging's pretty. Oh my gosh, you guys, Brian! Hey, babes. Oh my goodness. Miss you so much, but I know, you gotta take your time, work your way back in here. We love you so, so much. Yeah. So happy to see you. I was just talking about the Clé de Peau foundation. I'm going to give everybody a chance to love on you. Don't go nowhere yet. Let's give the SP Nation all of our love right now. Monique, I'll explain in a little bit. Just brightened my cloudy day. It's cloudy here in Massachusetts. I went back and forth, y'all, for the longest time on the Nordstrom website trying to figure out which one of these that I should try first. So it's not the worst. Like, I'll even show you what it looks like. I was just like, just a teensy bit too, like, I think olive, just a teensy bit too much of that for this particular shade. So here's what it looks like. Number 70. I'm sorry, number 302. You see that? Like, I can make it work, but I want to see what 303 does before I'm like, okay, I'll settle on this one. Because I like it. Gives a good coverage. It's super natural. Very, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Just very fresh looking. I think this is a very pretty foundation. And it's my first Kogan Dough foundation. Thank you, Brian Boo. So that is Kogan Dough Aqua Foundation, number 302. The next one I'm going to show y'all is probably out of the more affordable foundations, one of my favorite out of my list. And that is the Clinique Even Better Serum Foundation. Excuse me. But yeah, this is so pretty. And the shade that I am is B80. Nope. Forgive me. I guess that's like an internal shade name. It's actually WN118 Amber. That is my shade. Thank you very much. Oh, that's good, Monique. I'm glad to hear that. And Yaya, thank you so much. Yes, so as I did say I was going to mention, BSP Nation, aka Brian, is a beauty boy, as we call the guys who do makeup here on YouTube. And he has worked in, you know, the luxury beauty space, and he also has been on YouTube for over 10 years. He is out here, you know, giving lots of foundation reviews, and he's kind of been my sort of barometer for some of the foundations that we don't immediately have access to. He was also really kind in sending me the Clé de Peau foundation for review. He sent me both O90 and B90 because Clé de Peau had sent him PR. And he also helped me figure out that the deepest shade in Suku would work for me before I went and purchased it. So I would highly recommend that if you haven't subscribed to him, to definitely subscribe, because he does a beautiful job of reviewing, especially foundations. Like, I love his luxury foundation reviews. And he's a shade lighter than myself usually in most foundations. He's such a sweetheart. He really is. And the reason that everyone is so happy that he's back is because unfortunately, Brian did come down with COVID-19 back in November, and he has been, you know, very much affected by it, and now is on the road to recovery. We miss and love him very much, and so glad that we didn't lose him. Thank you, Velma. I see you, sis. I am wearing, what am I wearing today? Tom Ford's. What's this again? Flawless Glow Foundation in number 10. Yes, he is entertaining. He is very funny. So yes, back to Clinique Even Better. It will really surprise you. I feel like this foundation performs quite comparably to any high-end / luxury foundation that you could put on your face. It is really pretty. Super pretty. I just love the shade. I think it's really gorgeous. I did do a review on this already, so have a looky-loo. And I agree. COVID cooties are the worst. The living worst. And so, with that, moving left and right along, we have the NARS Pure Radiant Tinted Moisturizer. This is fairly new. COVID, double pneumonia. Ooh, Lord. I remember the last time we talked was at the top of December. And then we didn't see an update from you until end of February, top of March. Something like that. And I kept getting people in my, oh, thank you, Demi. But yeah, I got a bunch of DMs from some of the Jeahbaes that were like, you heard from Brian? I haven't heard from Brian. Where's Brian? And we were getting really nervous. So when we saw that there was an update and a way that we could help, we just kind of circulated the GoFundMe and helped out as much as we could. Here is my shade in the NARS Tinted Moisturizer, and this is Guernsey Deep 1. Oh. Oh my gosh. I'm so glad y'all are still here, because COVID has taken so many people from so many families and even some of our own here on YouTube. So I'm really happy y'all are still here. So this is Guernsey, y'all. I think this is a really perfect match. This is my favorite shade out of the tinted moisturizers that I have right now. I mean, that is spot on. Spot on, seriously. I know, right? It is kind of funny, COVID cooties. A little hard to say too. All right, so the next one, and I'm just pulling them out as they are sitting in my little organizer here. So this is Dior Face and Body. This is from the Backstage collection. And this is shade 6N, which is my foundation shade in the Dior lineup. So yeah, Dior Face and Body is gorgeous. This is another one that I hesitated to get. Not really sure why. Because it is so gorgeous. I don't know what made me like, for what? Why did I wait? I'm so sorry. So sorry, Dior. But yeah, this is beautiful, you guys. Definitely try this. If you have the powder, no powder, they go so beautifully together. It's just absolutely excellent. Another Tom Ford. I have the Tracellistic Foundation in 10.5 Mocha. Here she is. It's a really good shade too. And this is somewhat of a balm texture, in my opinion, because it's kind of sticky until it dries down, of course. But like, it took me a while to like this, but now that I've had some time to like work with it, I really, really like it. One of my one of my cousins. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. Is it me? Is it me, Monique? I'm not even gonna lie. I kind of do want a Sephora card. I just shop there so much that I feel like it makes sense. But yes, so the Tracellistic Foundation, another beautiful one. The new Dior, you mean the natural one? No, I haven't tried that one. I just wasn't sure if I really needed it right now, because as you can see, how many have we gone through so far? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. We go through 17 foundations and there's still quite a bit to go. So yeah, I think I'm gonna like slow it down a little bit on grabbing the foundations. How do I like this foundation compared to the other ones? This is definitely last on my list of foundations to reach for, like stick foundation specifically to reach for. I like my Merit foundation. As far as stick foundations go, the Merit foundation is definitely number 1. I'll just go ahead and grab that so we talk about it. Whew. Excuse me, child. Baby just woke me up nice and early. Oh, wow. I have 4 of these now. And a backup, child. What am I doing? Look at this. What am I doing? These are all different shades. I did not know that I had acquired 4 different shades. But I mean, I really love it. Ooh, yes. That is really fast. Yaya got her blushes in 3 days. Mm-hmm. You're absolutely right. Pauline says she keeps putting it out. I do too. I'm a little scared of what I'm capable of. What kind of limit they gonna give me. Good Lord. This one is very lightweight. I think I wore this yesterday. So if you were watching my live from yesterday, I had this on. The shade that I use the most is Tiger Eye. I'm going to swatch all of these for you. I may as well, right? Why the hell do I have 4 of these? So this is Tiger Eye, which is my favorite. I think it's the best match for my skin tone on my face. So that's my all over face shade. And this is Chestnut, which I used yesterday for brightening. Just under my eyes. And then we have Sienna, which is also another brightening shade, just with a more like neutral tone to it. I have a backup of Tiger Eye. And then I have Sepia, which is slightly deeper. So I'll use it more so around the perimeter. I'll put it up here with next to these are the 2 that I purchased first, Sepia and Tiger Eye. Just was trying to see which one was going to work for me. So as you can see, they're both pretty close to my face shade. So I can use either one interchangeably. That's Tiger Eye. That's Sepia. And then we have Chestnut. And the last one is Sienna. You do? Okay. And this foundation, just the way it blends, the undertones that they have for each shade, like really, really good. This is really good. And you can spot treat really easily with this. Like yesterday, I have some uglies up here. I got some ugly, ugly acne scars up here. And I just dabbed it on there and then patted in a little bit. Gone. So it's really easy to just get your face evened out and then go over, you know, spot treat with your foundation shade or like your all over face shade with this foundation. Set it with a powder. And I think it has really beautiful staying power. I don't think it's as long lasting as the next one I'm going to talk about, but I like the shade range on this one better. And I think it's more travel friendly. And I think it works extremely well as a concealer over a foundation. So the next one is going to be my absolute baby. I'm pulling out all the shades I have for the Westman Atelier. This is the Vital Skin foundation stick. Yes, but definitely check out some reviews on it of people who share your skin type and your skin concerns, Monique. See what they did with it and how long it took to work. But yes, these are so pretty. And before Myricks came out, this was my top. And this is my foundation shade. Like this is my all over face shade. This is number 12. This formula has more staying power in my opinion than Myricks. This is number 11. This is my brightening shade. I believe Chris wears 11 all over her face from Chris Love Lux. And then this is shade number 13. It's more of a defining shade for me, but I can also use it as a summer shade. So that's 11, 12, and 13. 11, 12, 13. 12 is my color right now. And then 13 would come as the weather warms up. Oh my God, Christine. We might be starting to look, because listen, that Patrick Ta is looking bomb. That Patrick Ta is looking absolutely bomb. Angela Denise, girl, did y'all see her most recent Instagram post? You are fine and you know it, by the way. She stopped me in my tracks when I was on IG. Y'all, we're looking at Westman Atelier, my dear. I want to say that we're about a third of the way through the foundation collection. So you're not terribly late. But yeah, here's what we're looking like. So this one gets used the least, obviously, because this is just a highlight shade. But these two, sometimes I will mix them depending, this mirror thing. These two, I will sometimes mix them depending on how my skin is looking that day, whether or not I got a little more sun or whatever. But most of all, like overall, I am number 12. She was giving face. All of the face. And then my last stick foundation that is also extremely beautiful, high coverage, long lasting, good old Mented. I have T30. These are gorgeous. This is a really, like, for me, this is the highest coverage in a stick foundation that I have. I have T30 and M20. And I think of the two, M20 is better for my actual face, but T30 is better for matching my face to my chest. So either way it goes, I'm good. And as you can see, like when I swatched it, it's got like a little more grip to it. It's a little more high coverage, a little thicker. So if that's something you prefer, then this would be the one to go with. I just got rid of that. Let me get another white. Looking radiant, quite radiant. She says it'll burn the skin. Okay. So it's a little team too much for the melanin. I know, like when you're exfoliating, when you're doing the extractions, when you're like treating the skin, it's really, really important after you do that to stay out of the sun for a little bit, and then to wear, you know, as much sunscreen as like don't skip on the sunscreen. Be generous with it so that your skin will not discolor. So Chai loves merit as well. That is great. I have another kind of like cream foundation, and that's the Kjaer Weis. It's just the foundation. Kjaer Weis foundation in the shade Perfection. I'm sorry, in the shade Perfection. I love this foundation. It smells exactly like raw shea butter. Unscented shea butter, just regular ass shea butter. That's what it smells like. But I don't care because it is so pretty. And as you can see, I have gone to town on this thing. I haven't even had it that long, and I have gone to town on it. It is such a pretty color. It's really, like, you can build this up to full coverage if you want to. I usually go for medium coverage and then just finish up with a little bit of powder to finish off the coverage. This comes in a nice heavy metal packaging that is refillable. So when you run out of your cream foundation, you just pop it out the little pinhole back here, get yourself a refill. This is an organic brand, by the way. Stand out of the sun for the next 3 to 5 months. You don't have to stay out of the sun. You just need sunscreen. You need the vitamin D, though. Is that it for cream foundation? Let me just make sure. I actually do have double wear sitting here, by the way. For somebody mentioned double wear in the beginning. I can't quite remember who it was. But if you're wondering, I'm Sandalwood. 6W1. This is a thick ass foundation. I don't know how y'all. Hold up. Yeah, this is. It doesn't feel thick when it goes on, but like after you finish getting everything else on, it's like there it went because it blends in very nicely. But yeah, I haven't reached for this since I bought it. Once I tried it, I was like, not for me. Yes, I did. I saw he's at Nordy's now and that he joined. You got nutmeg. Okay, so I would say, and you can get this from the CCO, Monique, if you like it. You can get Estee Lauder's Double Wear for like $18. Hello, Hope Beauty. I'm so glad he's at Nordy's. I'm definitely going to just rest him right on my wish list so that when the annual sale comes along, rack it up. Rack it up, baby. Let's go ahead and give Mama a shout out real quick. Pat Mcgrath. I really love this foundation. I think this is one of my tops. And my shade is MD26. Pat McGrath Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Foundation. MD26 is my favorite. If you watched my blush video, that's what I was wearing. Okay, you did get them both from there. That's cool. Now, who else we got here? We got some high coverage foundations coming your way next. These are all high coverage. Minus this, not really a foundation. I don't know why it's sitting there. All right, so these are some high coverage girls coming. We've got Dior Forever. The 24-hour high perfection skin caring foundation with sunscreen. 6N is the shade that I go with. You can go with 5N. If you don't have a face that's darker than your chest, you can go with 5N. That would be just fine. The 6N works for me. And this is a matte finish. And it is extremely high coverage. But doesn't look cakey at all. It's pretty. I love this. So bomb. Next, very similar formula, but I feel like this one is a thinner formula, like more lightweight. And this is Chanel's Ultra Le Temps All Day Comfort Flawless Finish Foundation. This is so pretty. We definitely... You know what made me a believer? My Santa Claus looking dermatologist told me to do it, right? I'm like, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't Toffee. I'm like a smart ass. Like, he doesn't know what he's talking about. And then I did it. I did exactly what he told me to do. And I did it for like 2 months and saw a visible difference in the hyperpigmentation on my cheeks. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all see it every time I go to put my makeup on, the hyperpigmentation on my cheeks. I have not been as consistent with my sunscreen usage and like my exfoliation and stuff like that. But when I am, it almost goes away. Because if you think about it, if you don't protect that area from getting darker, then all the work that you do to get rid of the hyperpigmentation is for nothing. Because when you are out in the sun, you're going to tan, and so is the hyperpigmentation. So it's just going to keep getting darker. So you have to protect what you've done to improve it. And that's the way that you're going to see a visible difference in the reduction of hyperpigmentation. So if for no other reason, do it for that. Sunsaray, yes. I use the Supergoop as well. I use the Unseen sunscreen and I use the Glow Screen as well. Depends on, what I'm going for. What kind of foundation I'm using, because the Unseen, thank you, Dami. I was just getting to that. I'm so sorry. Yes, the Chanel, I'm BD 131 in all of their foundations. The other thing I wanted to say is that the Unseen sunscreen is silicone based, so it doesn't work with every foundation. It will pill if you're using a water-based foundation. So just keep that in mind. Hey, want to be natural? Elaine's in the building as well. That's good. I like the ones that don't give anything. Like, I love that Unseen sunscreen doesn't give you a cast at all. Thank you. Yeah. I really love that it doesn't give you a cast, but also, like I said, it doesn't work for every foundation. So the Glow Screen is really nice. That works for me. Glow Screen seems to be pretty universal. You can use it with anything. And it's not overly glowy. So I think you can still use it if you have like oily areas. All right, y'all. So the next foundation, like I said, this is B131. It is a perfect match. The next foundation is from Charlotte Tilbury. It's the Airbrush Flawless foundation. This is a heavy girl. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. This is almost as heavy as Double Wear. So I don't use it as often anymore. I used to really love it though. Like, this was a jam for me. It's number 14 neutral and it is cute. This shade match is really pretty. It looks kind of orangey going on, but then it like, as you blend it in, it settles and it looks perfect. Totally perfect. This is another one that lasts all day long. You ain't got to worry about nothing. Oh, Pam, I'm sorry. Yeah, even in cloudy days indoors, like even right now, I'm in front of the window, so I have sunscreen on. LYS. Triple Fix Serum Foundation, and I am shade DN6. This is a perfect match for me. I picked up 3 foundations to make sure I got my match. I ended up placing the other 2 on Mercari, but this one is staying with me because it's perfect. Use SPF 100. Tatcha's SPF, does it give a cast at all? That's why I use the Blue Light Hyaluronic Serum from Chantecaille. I love that. And I've had that bottle for, I want to say 6 months, and I'm not even done with it. And I have a backup, but I'm not even done with that first bottle. So it is $150, but a little goes a very long way. And you can, you know, they have a sale every year where you can just purchase it during the sale. Thanks, Pauline. I'm going to look at that Tatcha one as well. Now, I have got to talk about Le Beige. This girl, the Healthy Glow Foundation. Who told me to get this? I can't remember which one of y'all told me. Hi, Nazmoon. Hello, sweetheart. Who told me to get this? Because thank you. I actually listened to you. And I got this and I love this. Again, BD 131, okay? This is so pretty. This is so, so pretty. If you get no other Chanel foundation, get this one. No disappointments. This is beautiful. I'm just thinking about what it looks like when I put it on right now as I stare at it. It is so pretty. Man, this is heavenly. And this under it, the Water Fresh tint, Bay. Never thought that. I was like, what is this nonsense? These little pigment balls floating in this serum. What is this? But this is really nice. And it kind of like looks like it's not doing anything at first, and you're just like buffing it in and it ain't really doing that. And then after you finish putting it on and you wait a second, then it starts to like kind of gloss, like it starts to filter your face. And it is not a high coverage product at all. It is not going to perform miracles, but it really makes a difference. So for example, if you wanted to just put this on and a little bit of powder, you could do that. Very no makeup. Comes with its own brush, but you can use a flat top kabuki brush and it'll get the job done. It looks a lot like, their brush looks a lot like the foundation brush from Refer. So there's what it looks like, very watery, but it has these little beads of pigment floating in it. And this is the shade Deep. Let me try to break these beads for you so you can see what I'm talking about. Yep. So now the beads are broken down and you just blend it in and let that serum dry down. And I'm going to show this hand in comparison to my other hand in just a moment. This is called the Chanel Le Beige Water Fresh Tint. Sunseray BD 121 is too dark for you. I'm just going to pat that in. And now I'm going to wait for the liquid to dry down. And I'm going to show you what this hand looks like in comparison to this hand in a moment, because it takes a minute. Oh, thank you. It really, like, who did I watch put this on? I think it was Grace of Everyday Edit. I watched her put it on because she does have a little like section of her face that she uses to gauge coverage and the effectiveness of powders in terms of texture. So she put this on, and she has a couple of shades because she likes to just use it to do her whole face, like brightening, and she'll use it as like a full complexion. But this underneath the Le Beige Healthy Glow, just bomb. All right, y'all. So this is what my hand looks like with the Water Fresh tint. And here's what my other hand looks like. Y'all see what I'm talking about? Isn't that just beautiful? Absolutely beautiful. Mm-hmm. It's like a filter. All right, Monique. Y'all stay safe out there. Okay, sis. But yeah, that is so pretty. Yeah, I feel that. Pauline, I think you'll like the Water Fresh tint. Paola, yeah. Yeah. I love this underneath Le Beige. I love it on its own when I just want to look a little more like put together real quick. One more time, y'all. This is Le Beige Water Fresh tint in Deep. My shade is Deep. You're welcome. Yep, this is Deep. They do have a Deep Plus. It is quite rich. So if you are my shade, it will be too deep for you. Okay, friends, let's talk Guerlain. Yes, Water Fresh tint. Do I have it with you? I might have that. I'll have to look after the video, after the live. But here we are, you guys. I have both L'Essentiel foundations. I have the original, which is the Natural Glow Foundation, 16-hour wear with sunscreen broad spectrum 20. And then I have the newest one in the frosted bottle. This is the High Perfection 24-hour wear with SPF 15. Both of these are shade. I sure am, Pauline. Yes, ma'am. I have quite a few things to add to the list, including what I put on my face before I came in. So I didn't want to. I only had like 20 minutes. I didn't want to like be too late to come in here at 2 o'clock. But I will update that for you guys. Both of the shades in this foundation are 055W, a perfect match for me. I do find that I like this finish better than this finish, especially in my oily areas. It's fine for my normal areas, but this one works best all over my face. So again, like Pauline, for example, is oily. You would want to use this one. And then our sis that just left, Monique, is dry. She would want to use this one. Miss Kia, underneath Chantecaille, what Chantecaille items are you talking about? Are you talking about like the primers or the foundations? Let's grab this girl here. I don't think this gets talked enough about. This is Burberry, and it's the Matte Glow Foundation in Dark Neutral 120. Really, really love Burberry's packaging for their foundations. I think it's so cute. You get all of that like classic plaid that they do, and then you take the cap off and you realize, oh, I actually am getting a full ounce of foundation. And it does kind of twist to keep it from like, keep the pump from pumping down, and then you can untwist it to get the color out. This is a great shade for me. Great shade match, 120. Perfect. So again, that's dark neutral, 120. I love a good neutral. Usually works out perfectly for me. And like I said, it's a matte finish and it looks really, really good. Lasts all day. All day. So then another foundation that I think is great and lasts all day and is a natural matte finish is the Givenchy Tint Couture Everwear. And this is a 24-hour wear satin finish full coverage foundation with SPF 20. And my shade is Y400. As you can see, she's gotten some loving. Linda, my best of the best is Lemaire. That is my absolute favorite every single time. Nobody has beat Lemaire yet. The next one I'm going to pull out is from Danessa Myricks. This is the Vision Cream cover, and I have two shades here. I have W7 and W6. can use them interchangeably. They're very inexpensive. These are less than $30. They are high coverage, incredibly concentrated. A little goes an extremely long way with these. The shade range on, oh, that just squirted right out. The shade range on Danessa's foundations is extreme. Like the undertones are extreme because she likes to mix to get the perfect match. As a, it's actually, no, it's, Lemaire is a natural finish. It's not luminous. So here is, they're like right next to each other. So this darkest one is W7 and then that's W6. I prefer W6, but originally I had W7 and it also worked just fine. I've also worn N9. That one was a teensy bit too dark. That was too dark. But 7 and 6 worked just fine for me. You can mix them, you can not mix them. It doesn't really matter. It all, you know, ends up looking about the same once you get your face finished. That drop I had on my hand takes care of a whole face. I'm not even kidding. It is seriously concentrated, high coverage, but it does not look like it doesn't, your face still look like your face is what I'm getting at. It's not double wear looking, but it lasts just as long as double wear does. Okay, Smiley B. Yeah. From your profile picture, I would agree with that. I think that would look perfect on you. For sweat proof, definitely this Danessa Myricks. That's what I wanted to talk about. This is the best performing foundation for a sweaty person or an oily person out of my entire collection. This one right here. So if it takes getting 2 shades to get your perfect shade, they're $28. You know, it's really not going to break the bank. It will cost you what one high-end foundation costs you, and it's a perfect match, you know? You can just pump these out on a palette, and that's how she intends to use them. Pump them out on a palette, mix them together, get your perfect shade, and then throw it on. Again, really thin layer that's going to get your face together. And when I say together, I mean every single flaw will be erased, and you will still look like gorgeous. It doesn't dry down to a matte finish at all, but it does dry down. And it's very transfer resistant. Very. I can't say enough good things about this. It's stage makeup. It's TV makeup, you know, like it's makeup for show business. So it is meant to perform. So if you need something that is really going to get you through a long day, 12+ hour days where it's like humid and ugly out and you're wearing your mask and things like that, this is the best one out of my entire collection for that sort of thing. Okay, that's perfect to know. Thank you, Chai. She does sell deluxe sample sizes, so you can test these out before you commit. Excuse me. Ooh, we're in the home stretch, y'all. We're in the home stretch. Let me talk about these powder foundations before they get lost in the shuffle. So I have Fenty Beauty. You know, she just kind of came out of nowhere with these precious babies. Let me dry them off. And I picked up, the first time I picked it up, I picked up my normal shade that I usually get, which is 420, and it was too deep because when powder hits the oils of your skin, it tends to get darker. So I went with a couple shades lighter. And so I went with shade 400 in this foundation. And that one actually works perfect as my face shade, 400. Then I also have 390 as a brightening shade. It's a little more golden. Yes, Elaine, they are definitely reasonably priced, the Danessa Myricks foundations. When I saw, I think they're $26. I think I'm kind of even making it a little more expensive than it is. And next up for powder foundation, and I got it right on the first try, you guys, picking out my foundation shade. This is One Size Turn Up the Base Versatile Foundation Powder in Dark 5 NR Neutral Red. And here's what it looks like. And it is perfect. I really like this. But I like one thing about Patrick Starr is I knew that a powder foundation was going to be bomb from him because he has oily skin and he has acne prone skin. So he has acne scars and sometimes he has like active acne, and he likes to use a lot of different powders to make sure that his makeup lasts all day long. So is that his pronoun? I believe it is. I believe he still refers to himself as he. Please let me know if I'm wrong about that because I really enjoy him. But yes, so that's my shade. It's Dark 5 NR in the new One Size Powder Foundation. I really, really like this. I think that it is just as good as Fenty Beauty. Like I immediately thought of Fenty Beauty and I was like, these hold up. They stand next to each other very nicely. It's really nice. And both of them work fine for like adding a little, like, you know, you're wearing a light coverage foundation or you're wearing that Chanel Water Fresh tint and you just want to hit a couple of areas of your face that are a little more like hyperpigmented or whatever. Use one of these powders. Set your face first, like set your whole face first and then use one of those powders. I think that would be really, really great. Yeah, his MAC collab was a hit as well. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Because I know he does drag as well. So I just wanted to make sure that he still referred to himself as he. So let's talk about that girl who's the most expensive one in the bunch. Okay. Tom Ford Shade Illuminate Soft Radiance Foundation with SPF 50. I am shade 10.5 Mocha. And, you know, this has got to be the bougiest packaging with that magnetic closure and all that good stuff. This is such a pretty foundation, but I will say this. It took me a while to get accustomed to it and to really like it. I don't know what I don't know why that happened. But it took about like 4 tries before I was like, oh, she's cute. I don't even understand what that was all about. So I think like my initial judgment about it was that it was too pale for me, but I didn't let it set down before I said that. And I just didn't like it and I took it off. And then the second time I put it on half my face and I let it set. And then I was like, oh, okay, there it is. And then I kept putting on my face. Yes, it is by about $20, chai. So this is $150. Or $155. I don't know if they raised the price on it, child. And then Clé de Peau is $130. And right behind that is Lemaire at $125. So they're the 3 most expensive foundations I have. But they all have skincare in them. I've noticed that all the foundations that are over $100 have skincare in it. And their company's kind of known for their skincare because I know Tom Ford has a skincare line that a lot of people really enjoy. So yeah, girl, I don't know what else to tell you about it. It's great for all skin types, including oily, and it works really well. It's one of those foundations, just like Lemaire, where I said I don't want to like this because of how expensive it is, but I do. All 3 of them I've said that about. I'm like, shh, I ain't gonna like this one. I don't wanna like this one. And then I was like, damn, I like that. I really like that. And I wanna keep it. And I wanna have it in my collection and I wanna wear it, you know? So I would recommend, for me, I like this better in the cooler months, fall, winter. And then Lemaire, I feel like I can wear that all year. And Clé de Peau, I feel is better for warmer months for me. Hey, Jordine. Pretty girl. How you doing? How you feeling? Next up is a pretty new one from Givenchy. I didn't realize how many of those I have. This is the newest one. This is the Prism Libre Skin Caring Glow Foundation. And I chose shade 6W430. And it's a very good match. Lemaire is definitely bae. Lemaire stays at number 1. I think maybe for deeper skin tones, it's harder to find that because I tend to see that in people of lighter skin tones. Yeah. But you know something else I've noticed? Your skin tone can change based on your environment as well. And I think, hey, it's Jacqueline talked about that because she moved from dry, hot California to dry, humid Florida. And her skin type is kind of, she's having to contend with different skin concerns. And her skin type is starting to kind of change with the moisture in the air as well. Oh, this is Black Beauty. Jordine has normal to dry skin. Yaya, are you subscribed to my girl Jordine? So here we are. This is the Givenchy Prism Libre. And this one is really nice. I feel like this performs similarly to Kogan Do, but it's a better match for me. So I reach for it more. So if you like the Kogan Do Aqua foundation, then you'll really like this one too. And then we got to give it up for bae. Got to give it up for bae right here. This is the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation in the shade New Caledonia, aka My Skin in a Bottle, child. Skin all up in a bottle. All right. Just trying to tell you something. I love this foundation for anything, any occasion, anytime. Whatever is clever. I love this. It is such a mess. Look at this. This is how you know. This is how you know. When I keep it looking like unkempt. Because I do it so much that I can't be bothered to keep it like pristine and perfect. But yeah. This is gorgeous. I don't know how many of you have had this, but like, don't do like I did and wait forever to try it, because then you'll be sitting here screaming about it like it's brand new, even though it isn't. It's been out here doing what it needs to do. So yeah. Okay, that's good. I believe, or I feel, that NARS tends to lean more golden in their shades, whereas Tom Ford leans more neutral in his shades. I've heard that as well. Yeah. Now, Hope Beauty, he does have new shade names for the tinted moisturizer, and it gives really good coverage. So you might be able to find your shade here. This one's pretty affordable too. Now let's keep on the same train with NARS and talk about this queen right here, which is the Soft Matte Foundation. Listen, this $40 foundation gives Tom Ford Soft Matte Foundation of $88 a run for its money. Like, oh my God. I got the same shade, New Caledonia, matches me perfectly. And this bad boy for $40 is so good. That's like a mid-range price. That's like a high-end price range, right? Period. Holy grail. Boom. Exactly. Like, this is freaking slamming. I love this so much, especially for the price point. It's just good. And it's meant for travel. And it's actually meant for makeup artists to use. That's why it's like a plastic squeezy tube. Just like Dior Backstage Face and Body. So you're getting quality in an economically, you know, sound packaging that you can take with you when you travel. And it's going to accommodate any weather conditions. It's going to last you all day long. So gosh darn amazing. Hi, Jamila, sis. That's fine. Popping in between the calls. Soft matte NARS, a little hard to apply. It does dry very fast. Yes. I'm team brush, specifically team synthetic brush. And so I like to use something like the BK Beauty 101, the the Marc Jacobs, the Phase 2, something that gives you a lot of surface area. Okay. And then get it all over your face and do 1/2 of your face at a time. Get it all over your face where it needs to go and just blend quickly. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I knew this was going to be a long video. Intensive skin serum SPF. Oh, wow. Yeah, I feel like Bobbi Brown doesn't get enough love. I really feel like she doesn't get enough love, but holy moly, man. I'm going to show you guys my top 5 at the end of this. But we're almost done getting through. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more. All right. We're almost there. So let's talk about Suku. I am so grateful to the SP Nation for trying out 150 so that I could try 160. Because I was like, I don't even think 160 is going to work for me. So I knew that if 150 worked for him, and it worked perfectly, it looked amazing on him. And I watched how when he put it on, it looked like it wasn't going to work. It looked really light. And then as he was blending it out, it just transforms into his face color and just looks like his skin. I was like, okay. I just clicked through his link and I was like, check out, girl, let's do this. And so then I got it and I tried it on and I was like, oh, this is so pretty. Oh my God. Thank you. I was so freaking happy, man. Skin. Exactly. Skin. Woo. And every time I put it on, I feel like this. This excitement is how I feel every time I put this foundation on, y'all. And it's not crazy expensive. You know, I have way more expensive foundations sitting here. And this is still a luxury brand. The cream foundation from Suku. This is shade 160. And it's the deepest shade. So if you're darker than me, I don't know. All right. I don't know if it's going to transform that much. But when this goes on, it looks like my concealer shade. And by the time I finish blending it out, it is my skin. I don't know how they do that. I don't know what that's all about. But it works. And it is gorgeous. Let me show you what it looks like in the jar. Here you go. That looks like 5N from Dior, which is my concealer shade. And then as you continue to blend it out, you might be able to see it on the edge of the jar here where it's dry. It's definitely like darker. So this comes with a spatula. Ooh, as does my Dolce & Gabbana. They both come with a skincare spatula to keep your product sanitary. Is it similar to Chantecaille's Future Skin? I think it's better. That's just facts. And I got both of them right here. Here's Future Skin Carabin Suntan. They're both gel foundations, but this technology beats the shit out of this. I'm sorry. It really does. This is a beautiful foundation. I am taking nothing away from this because I do reach for this a lot as well. But this, every time I put it on, freaking bananas. I can't. You have to try it. Seriously. Because I have to mix these two, but I ain't got to do that right here. So, you know, That's that on that. And chai, I feel like, I think there's a 130 in the Suku foundation. I feel like you should start there. Oh, she does have it. I think you do have 130, don't you? But yeah, this is bang. Like I said, up there. It is up there. I'm kind of spoiling my top 5 for you. But yeah, Future Skin is beautiful. If I had to choose between suntan and carob, I would choose suntan because I can just, you know, kind of use my powders to bring it to where I need it to be. Yes, Bobbi Brown is available at the CCO. All right, let me lean back here and grab my Fenties. Let me grab my little Fenties real quick, y'all. So here is Fenty. And I have to say, I like this hydrating foundation way better than the original matte for 2 reasons. One, the finish. I think the finish is better on this. Even though it's called a hydrating formula, I feel like it just gives a really nice skin-like natural finish. It doesn't look overly, you know, radiant. Oh, great, Wild Honey. Thank you. And then you've got Eavesdrop Blurring Skin Tint, which gives a really nice amount of coverage for a skin tint. This is shade 20 and this is shade 420. I find this 420 match is way better than the first 420. Hey, Tiffany. So this whole shade range on this one is a better undertones and everything for like what I need. And then this is beautiful as well. And it's super lightweight. I will say, I see. But check it out. This, for me, is the least long wearing. This is the least long wearing foundation out of my entire collection. It's pretty, but I would absolutely not count on this to get you through the day. But I don't think it claims to. I don't think it claims to last all day long. But it's pretty. And like as you're putting it on, you're like, oh, wow, this is really giving. So yes, but I really love this. The hydrating foundation is stunning. Best formulation next to the powder. It is. It's oily on you, Jamila. What do you like to do to prep your skin before you put on your foundation? It does. Yeah, it does give great coverage to be a tint. And I feel that way about both Fenty and NARS. Their new skin tints give great coverage. Okay, so Chai, is 42 light for you? Are you mixing it because you have it, or are you mixing it because you don't have a shade? Because I thought for sure that 430 would work. I mean, 130 would work for you in the Suku. Okay, we got to talk about this one. We have to talk about Armani's Neo Nude. Armani Neo Nude True to Skin Natural Glow Foundation. Shade 13. Jamila, for the hydrating foundation, I would recommend using something that is more, I don't want to say like silicone based, but something like the Tatcha Silk Canvas would be a much better fit for that foundation. Okay, yeah, it does. Undertone is important, and you're definitely golden. And that was for Chai. So, yes, you know what I'm talking about. That's my shade twin, okay? Jordine is my shade twin, and this is our jam. One of the prettiest foundations for natural finish. It's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. No, I actually like the NARS better than Fenty's moisturizer. Ooh-wee. That's all I can say. You're wearing it today? There y'all go. This foundation is absolutely beautiful. It is so lightweight, and you're just like, oh, whoa, there's the coverage already. Like, just kind of skated by you like a thief in the night, but it do what it need to do. Like, bam. It's a natural finish. So it just looks like skin. It gives you skin. The whole Neo Nude line is no makeup, but not in that like doesn't give coverage way, because this definitely gives coverage. But it's just meant to make you look like your most perfect self. It is super pretty, Tiffany. So perfect. All right, we got two more. And this was one of the hardest things that I had. This foundation was the hardest to match because they've got weird ass shade range. I'm sorry, like the shade range is a little weird. So this is the Sisley Phyto Ultra Eclat oil-free, long-lasting foundation. It's definitely long-lasting, definitely oil-free, super thin formula. This is shade 6 plus Chestnut. Shade 6 is way too light for me. Shade 7 starts to become too dark for me. So I had to settle for this. It looks very good on. It looks absolutely ridiculous in the bottle. This looks like it don't make no kind of sense that this would match. But again, like Suku, it shifts to accommodate your skin tone. Well, thank you. And thank you too, Raheem. All right, y'all. So I'm going to put some of this on my hand just to prove to you that this is my shade. Because I know if you're looking in the bottle, you're like, girl, what is happening right now? And I'm just going to let it dry. Here's what it looks like right now. We're just going to let it dry. She said, don't let you take me down. You don't have to get all of these. There's absolutely no reason for the average consumer to have all these damn foundations. None. It does look like a highlight shade, Jamila. So just give it a minute. It's almost there. I know, girl. That little bead of sweat on your forehead. I know, but look, it's already darker than what it was when I put it on there. I'm gonna give it another couple minutes to dry down. And this is why it's hard to match yourself in this foundation. Because it dries down to at least another shade down. We're almost there. You get the idea. Let me show you the side by side. I mean, it already is a different shade. So it deepens as it dries down. So don't let this fool you. 6 plus Chestnut. That's my shade. And in the case of this one, because I couldn't find one that matched my actual face, it matches my chest. Undertones lean more golden. 6 plus came later. It came in a shade expansion. So she didn't have a shade for me in the first foundation that came out with the clear top. So then, blush bottom was big. So then she had to give us a little bit of neutral undertone. So that's where Chestnut came in, 6+. I believe she has a 7+ as well. And then 8 and 9. Yeah, it's just continuing to deepen. And as you can see, it definitely matches my chest. Sensoray, let me see. What is your Pat McGrath shade? That'll help me think about one for you. So like it says, it is oil free. It's very, like the formula is, it's a thin formula that also has a nice grip to it. And it gives a really nice coverage. You can build it to full and it won't feel heavy. It also has some of Sisley skincare in it. And I believe it retails for $95. Charlotte Tilbury 12. Okay. And that CT is Charlotte Tilbury, right? So that's 2 shades down from me. And is CT 12, is that a golden shade? My skin type is combo with oily in the T-zone. Okay, then I would recommend 6 for you. Just 1 shade down from me in her foundation, because the Sisley foundation, it doesn't have that many shades in the first place. And so I wouldn't go too far down on that spectrum. So I would try 6 if I were you. And I do want to advise you all that if you find a foundation shows up gray on you, that's probably because the undertone is the opposite of what you are. Because for me, being a neutral undertone, if a shade is too golden, then it shows up as gray on me, because that's mixing red with yellow. It looks beautiful, Raheem. I haven't tried it. I don't even think I own a Huda Beauty product. I used to wear her lashes a lot. I find her makeup kind of heavy, so I don't really reach for her foundations and stuff. But I did enjoy her eyeshadows at a time. The skin tint looks really pretty. So I think that I am going to go ahead and try it out. The bronzers, I think I'll skip, but I do want to try the skin tint. Angelica, wonderful that you mentioned that. I did talk about Kira Weiss. That was a little further on in the video. However, if you want to see like my luxury clean beauty, you know, kind of roundup, I have a video of a full face of clean luxury beauty that I did last week. As far as my clean foundations, as I'm looking around my table, I have Chantecaille, I have Suku, I have Westman Atelier, I have Merit, I have Kira Weiss, and I have Rare Beauty. Not luxury, but it is quite nice. I have Rare Beauty's foundation as well. And this is called, oh, Rare Beauty Foundation. Okay, girl. And this is 480W. This is the last one because it is the newest liquid foundation that I have. And it is a beautiful, beautiful shade. There it is. Oh, and I have Ilia. I have Ilia as well. Clean Beauty. But yeah, this is such a pretty shade. Look at that. Nice. It's perfect. Perfect. LYS. Thank you. Yes, that's also clean. I have a lot of clean foundations. Check me out. And yes, I tried LYS right when it debuted. I literally bought everything. So I have, I did a collaborative review on Ashley Crutchfield's channel. So there it is. That's the Rare Beauty foundation in 480W. So pretty. And that completes my foundation collection. And I knew, hey, Auntie Kathy, I knew that this was going to take me an hour and a half to get through. So I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me. Thank you so much. Now I've got quite the workload ahead of me. Now I'm gonna tell y'all, full disclosure, okay? I am not linking all these. I'm not doing it. I can't. I cannot. But I will link you to all of, like, I have a general list of all the luxury places that we shop, and I'll put that list there. Most of these are, you know, where they need to be. Sephora, Nordstrom, Saks, Bergdorf's, etc. Selfridges, all of that. I'm going to give you my top 5 now in order. Are we ready? Okay. Number 5. Give me a second here. Number 5 is Pat McGrath. So all 5 of these, I would purchase them again. I love them. They wear beautifully because I need my stuff to last all day long. I got a 3-year-old I'm running after, etc. It needs to be able to outlast sweat, you know, all that good stuff. So here we are. I know. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't because every brand formulates undertones differently. That's why. But this is MD 26. That is my shade that makes my face match my chest. Okay? Clé de Peau. Number 4. Radiant Fluid Foundation Matte, shade B90. Number 3, NARS Soft Matte. Actually beats out my Tom Ford right now, especially with the hotter months coming up. Okay, Raheem, that sounds great. All right, y'all. So there we go. Hey, Kim. Oh gosh, this is hard. Number 2. Damn. You guys, I'm going to need an honorable mention. All right. This top 5 will not include Lemaire because we already know that's my favorite foundation and nothing else competes with it. Is that fair? Can we just like not even put Lemaire on here because it doesn't have a ranking? It's just my favorite foundation, period. Is that all right with y'all? Because I have 2 more that I want to show you. Right. You're absolutely right. Yeah. Okay. So we all know that the Lemaire foundation is my favorite. I'm not going to include it in this top 5. Okay. So number 2 is going to be Chanel Le Beige Healthy Glow Foundation. I cannot not include this on the list. It is such a stunning foundation. It is incredibly beautiful. Everybody looks good in this. If they've got your shade, you can't go wrong. Please get it. I'm not kidding. Okay. So my shade for this is B131 Chanel Le Beige Healthy Glow Foundation. And number 1 for this top 5 is Suku's The Cream Foundation in 160. No, we're going to do a top 5. That's it. Just a top 5, okay? Yes, I know, sis. You did. That's who told me, you guys. That's who had to like get on my ass and make sure that I got the foundation and it was life-changing. Absolutely. So number 1 is this girl and her technology where she like you blink and you miss how she just turned into your skin. It is freaking amazing. So that is my top 5, you guys. There she is. Anybody want to add up how much this is, right? Anybody want to add it up? Oh, God bless Auntie Kathy. Thank you. Love you. I wear Sienna in Lemaire. I wear Sienna number 63 in Lemaire. Yeah, Tiffany. It's lightweight, but it gives beautiful coverage. It just, like, all of these foundations, I will say with the exception of this one here, all these foundations look like your skin. And this is, just let me tell you, this don't look bad, but let's be honest, our face doesn't look soft matte, right? It looks like you're wearing something, but it doesn't look like cakey at all. It doesn't look makeup-y or anything, but these all look like your skin. $40, retails for $40. I'm going to get this wrong, but it's in the 70s. This one's in the 70s, okay? Le Beige is in the 60s. Mother is $56, 63, somewhere in there, mid 50s. And then this one is $130. So just throwing it out there. If I could only keep 5 foundations right now in this moment with my skin type, with the weather conditions, with my needs for my skin, all of that, that's what I would do. I would do those 5, and that would be just fine. 62, and we're talking about Pat Mcgrath, Jordine, tied with the shade Illuminate. And yeah, Lemaire is Beyonce. Listen, Lemaire is Beyonce, period. I don't rank her anymore. You all know how I feel about it. So I don't even want to include it in the list because it's taking up space. You know what I'm saying? Like, this girl is just perfect. When I tell you the finish is perfect, it wears, like, they're not even kidding about how long this thing will wear. The first time I used the first time I wore this was for a sample. I have a 7-hour or 8-hour wear test for you guys on my channel. It's under my luxury foundation playlist. And I wore this and I said, I don't want to like this shit because it is $125. And this was did I get the Tom Ford before that? I can't quite remember. But I was like, I can't really be loving on all these expensive ass foundations. And the whole day, y'all, it looked exactly like it did when I put it on my face. And all y'all that have it, you can co-sign that it's just unreal. It just looks so good. And you're just looking at yourself like, this is just bananas. I cannot get over how pretty this is. Your face just looks pretty. It's like it's like it balances your skin all day. Like, how the hell are you doing that? How are you doing that? It's crazy. And they also sell it at the CCO. So you do not have to pay $125 if they got your shade over there. So you can get Lemaire from, you know, all the department stores. Of course, you can get it. You can get Suku on Selfridges. They're the ones who carry it, that deliver to the States. You can get Chanel and you can get NARS on Sephora. No, you can't get the Chanel one on the Sephora website. But definitely Nordy's and Saks carry that. Nordy's and Saks carry the Clé de Peau. All right. I thought so too, but it actually wasn't. Now, again, for any of you who have never shopped on Selfridges and you live in the States or you live anywhere outside of the UK, I highly, highly recommend that you just go ahead and pay for the global shipping. It pays for itself in 2 orders. If you don't buy the global shipping annual shipping membership that they have, which is $55, then you will have to pay $30 every time you have something shipped from Selfridges. However, if you just take that deep breath and go ahead and get it, then you don't have to worry about it for the rest of the year. So when things come out and they're exclusive to Selfridges, or things come out and they pop on Selfridges first, you can just check out and you don't have to pay shipping. 2 days. It's right at your doorstep. So I'm a big proponent of nabbing yourself an international shipping membership. Global shipping, I think they call it. It comes to around $60-something, Kim. The Lemaire foundation goes from $125 to about $60-something. 62, 65, something in that area. And if you live in Massachusetts like myself, none of our stores carry Lemaire in store. So you want to maybe talk to the girls down in Texas. There's some CCOs down in Texas. They will deliver it to you. Pay $10 shipping. Yeah, $4.50 Sienna. Mine says 65. You know, like 63. It says 63 on the bottom of the bottle. They changed the number so many times. But yeah, it is Sienna. That always stays the same. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome, because I love shopping Selfridges. Even if it's available here, sometimes I will shop Selfridges because the UK has it for less. Like you're not paying as much for it. They have some, like, it's pretty dope. Yeah. Yeah. I know the Texas ones definitely have Lemaire. So you can always call down there and they'll take your order over the phone and ship it to you. As long as you know what your shade is, you can just go right ahead and do that. And you can do that for the Tom Ford Foundation, as I mentioned today as well. I don't have to get all the affiliate money, okay? I want you guys to get the best deal. That's what's most important to me. If you want Lemaire, and I think Sunsaray, you said you're like maybe a shade or two down for me. Let me pull it up on my, wait, somebody else in here has Lemaire that's your shade twin. I think Chai, you got Lemaire, right? Mm-hmm. I've ordered from two different, yeah, I ordered from one in Ohio and I ordered from one in Texas for the CCO. And my CCO does it as well. So if you guys, like, if I go to the CCO and I go live, you all can see what they have and then call that location and ask them to ship it to you. I'm cool with doing that. This summer, I'm going to be taking another trip down there and racking up on some more stuff. So I definitely want to make like a big fragrance haul soon. So yeah, just whenever you want, let me know. And I am more than happy. Haute Bella uses sepia, and I do believe that is maybe 1 or 2 shades down for me. I'm just going to pull up Sephora. Move these foundations over so I can get my keyboard here. Let's go shopping. Warmer. Matching Angela Denise. You match Angela Denise. Okay. Okay, got you. So let me just read some of the shades out loud. Maria Davis's Amber in Lemaire. Hi, Angelica. I'm shade 160. I'm the deepest shade in the Suku Foundation. All right, so let me get into, I'm clicking on the foundation right now for Lemaire. Because as I mentioned, Lemaire is my holy grail foundation, and I don't compare it to any other foundation because it's just the best foundation, period. You're welcome. Okay, so the first one that pops up is my shade. Deep skin with warm undertones is what describes Sienna. And then if I go right next to that one is Sepia, which is deep skin with warm undertones. That's 450 Sepia. I want to show you guys what that looks like. So I am going to turn my view if I can. Let me see if I can do that. Nope, I sure can't. I thought I could. Okay. Can you see it? That is Sepia on the screen. And then here is the model reference for Sepia. Zoom in on that queen. There we go. That's the sepia reference, model reference. And then for my own match, pardon, the model reference, that's 460. Come on, give me the model. There we go. There she is. Look at her. She's so pretty. Hey, jawline. Hey, lips. So there she is. That's the difference. Definitely more golden. Let me grab another, shade. 430 Chestnut is described as deep with neutral undertones. And we have this pretty girl. I recognize her from the Powder Foundation. She was the model reference for the Powder Foundation. So this is the neutral undertone right underneath sepia. Okay. So she looks like one shade down from me, but very similar undertones. And that is 430 Chestnut. All right. So if you're deeper than myself, I want to just show you that too. This actually is deeper than me, even though the number, no, I'm on 360, 420. Okay. So this is 420 Terra, which is deep skin with neutral undertones. So this definitely goes up for me. And here is Terra. Look at her fro. She looks like Nala to me. Like what my baby will look like when she gets older. Okay, that's Terra. And then the next darkest shade for anybody who's interested is Espresso 410. And the model reference is here. She is deep with cool undertones. We have similar eyebrows. Ah, love it. All right. Do we need to go any lighter? Does anybody want to see a lighter shade on the model? The numbers are confusing because I was in my head like, did I say 460 for myself? No, I didn't. I said 360. So I finally was just like, okay, I get it. 450 was sepia. That is correct. 450 was sepia. Okay, that is good to know. I did want to show there's a shade right after sepia, and that is Amber 440, which is deep with warm undertones. Let me see what the model looks like here. All right. Here is Amber. That's Amber on the model. Oh, come on now, get out of my way. Sephora. Okay, here we go. So there she is. Definitely more golden than the other model, than the model for the shade up. Okay, there she is. And then here's what the swatch looks like against the bottle. Okay. Amber 440, deep skin with warm undertones. Right up from that is 450 sepia. You can even see when I release, it shifts a little bit. Shifts a little bit. Gets a little more olivey. And then there's my shade 460 Sienna. I hope that helps. I hope that helps because it really is like, it's such a great foundation, and I hope everybody who wants to try it can try it. Bella, how'd you, and sepia worked for you? You feel like it's the best undertone for you, right? So this was great fun. I hope that if any of you are my shade twin, yes, it is, it's medium full. I wouldn't say it's 100% full coverage, meaning like it just totally makes your face look flat and like absolutely no definition to your face. It is a medium full, like a high medium. Yeah, you can make it work if it's just a little off. Oh my goodness, Raheem. Y'all, don't forget, if you can buy it in store, like if they have it available in store for you to pick up and it's your first time using that feature, use the code PICKUP10 and get 10% off of your purchase. They don't really talk about it that much, but do that. Okay. PICKUP10 will get you 10% off of your purchase where you buy it online and pick it up in store. Oh my goodness. Wild Honey, I thank you so much, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and try to get this description box together for you. List all of the foundations with my shade. That I will do. And then I'm going to link you all to all of the places where you can shop through my affiliate links. I do get a commission anywhere from 10 to 12%. I know a lot of people don't disclose that, but anywhere from 10 to 12% is my commission for when you shop through my links. And that really helps me continue to invest back into the channel. So I do thank you if you do want to use my affiliate links. All right. I do have discount codes for other things that is listed in my description box. If you want to shop for the glasses that I've shown you recently, if you want to shop Dr. Gio, for example, I have a link for that. If you want to shop Merit, I also have a link for them because I am a Merit Muse ambassador. Let me see who else. Who else I got over here? Chantecaille. Yes, I have a link for Chantecaille as well. So yeah, thank you all again for hanging out with me for this long. We have been on here for almost 2 hours. You guys are like the real ones. Y'all are the realest. Thanks so much. I really hope this video helped you all out. And how different is Lemaire from Tom Ford? I would say that Lemaire, you know what? Did I use that as my reference? Give me 1 second. I'm sorry. I was just about to say my salutations, but I got to figure this out. Where's my little shade finder? Find your shade. Here we go. Let me see if I used my Tom Ford foundation as a reference, because if it gives me the exact, then that means that they're similar formulated undertones. So let's have a look. Tom Ford, and we'll use soft matte. That's the only one that they're showing. 10.5 mocha. It does not show. Well, there we go. Closest match. So they're not exactly the same. It does end up giving me my shade, though. It gives me 460 Sienna. It says it's the closest match. So if you wear 10.5 mocha, then your best match would be my shade, Sienna. So, but I think since you're more golden than I am, and it says warm undertones, sis, have you tried the shade down? Have you tried 450? Because that says deep with warm undertones, but it's warmer looking than mine. I appreciate that very much. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Just a little sample of that, sis. I think it would be a good idea to try because it looks more golden than 460. 460 looks like neutral to me. Yeah, I definitely want to do more lives like this where we just go through like one product in my collection. I think that would be fun and just talk about like why I really enjoy that. Yeah, I definitely think that's 450. 450 sepia. I hesitate to use the number because if you call the CCO, for example, and ask for 450, the number might be different. Because my bottle, even though it's Sienna, it says 63. It doesn't say 460. but it is the same shade. So I would ask for sepia. All right, my friends, that's going to do it for this video. Let me get that description box together for you guys, and then I will post in the community board once it's finished. So thank you again for watching and hanging with me and chatting it up. I always love these types of lives. All right, you guys, see you later. Bye.